As you situate yourself on your back, allow your body to melt, allow yourself to land. And I invite you at this point in time to take a really nice deep breath in through your nose. And a nice exhale out the mouth, let it go. Get rid of the news, get rid of the day, get rid of the week. And just allow yourself to sink. And as you're taking note of the way that your breath is traveling through your body, without judgment, without intention, without expectation, just letting it flow. Je vous demande ici de prendre note de vos corps. Comment ça sent? How does it feel? Not because of the way it felt earlier, the way it may feel later on, mais les sensations ici, dans le moment. What is it that you're feeling? Where is it that you're holding on to tension, whether it's in the back, in the shoulders, in the jaw? Or is it internal? Is it heaviness and tension in your heart, in your belly? And is there a way that you can imagine yourself with each and every breath, letting some of that tension soften? Maybe giving it a moment of recognition and then allowing it to travel out of the body. On essaie le plus possible de prendre le contrôle où est-ce qu'on peut. Et ici, c'est de nos respirations et de nos pensées pendant les prochains 60 minutes. Je vous demande ici de garder vos pensées ici, sur vos tapis. Keep your thoughts and your intentions here, in your body, on your mat, in your practice. Allow yourself to take another deep breath in. Et on ouvre la bouche pour une expiration, soupirer, sigh it out. Ici, je vous demande de prendre un étirement du corps complet, full body stretch. Walk your feet together, reach your arms back, point your toes forward. Feel that extension on the sides of the body throughout your inhale. And as you exhale, keep your arms up overhead. Just let your limbs fall, feet flop open, elbows drop down. On va faire ça un autre 2 fois. On inspire, on trouve beaucoup de longueur. Stretch it out. And again, open the mouth, exhale, let it go. One last time, reach. And exhale. Bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs. Let's start today off really nice and early with a big hug. Un gros câlin. Les bras autour de nos jambes. Une connexion de nos cuisses avec nos ventres. Feel the lower body and upper body connection. Your thighs press into your belly. And here, take this moment to lick your lips, seal them closed. Begin your inner fire breath. On inspire, puis on expire par le nez. Release your arms by your sides, extend your legs to the sky. On roule les pieds, roll your feet out, roll out your ankles. Get rid of those creaks and those cracks. Et ici, une flexion dans les 2 pieds, les talons vers le ciel. So push your heels up towards the sky, take a deep breath in. Seulement le jambe droit, on dépose un moitié, right leg comes down halfway. Inhale through the nose, bring the right leg back up. Exhale, right leg comes down to hover. So we're keeping the left leg exactly where it is. Good. Keep pushing the heel to the sky. Breathe in all the way up, right leg. Exhale, drop it down halfway. Good, keep the low back glued to the floor. Breathe in, right leg back up. Exhale, bring it down to hover. Fait qu'on ne touche pas le pied sur le tapis, just hover it off the floor one more time. Up, breathe in. On expire, on lui dépose un moitié. Encore le jambe droite. Keep the back glued to the mat. Breathe in, lift. Right leg comes down to hover and hold it here. On garde ici pour 4, 3, 2 et 1. On expire, talon droit vers le ciel, right heel up to the sky. Left leg now halfway down, exhale. Breathe in, left leg back up. Expiration, le talon vers le tapis, mais on ne touche pas. 2 more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, halfway lower. Breathe in, lift. Exhale to hover. Une dernière fois. Last time, everyone. Left leg up. Breathe in. Expiration, on dépose un moitié. Good. Breathe in, lift. Exhale down to hover. Glue the low back to the floor and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Les deux jambes maintenant. On inspire. Left leg up. Exhale, halfway lower, both legs. Breathe in, lift them back up. Exhale, bring them down to hover. You can grip onto your mat for better control. Un autre 2 fois, on inspire, straight legs up, breathe in. Halfway lower, exhale. Toujours par le nez, on inspire. Come down to hover, exhale. Last time, up. Halfway lower. Inhale up. Exhale to hover. On garde ici toujours pour 4, 3, 2 et 1. Bend into the knees, bring them into the chest. On donne un petit câlin encore et on bascule gauche à droite, rock side to side. Give it a nice release here. Good. We're going to extend the legs to the sky. Hands come behind the knees. Rock and roll the length of your spine. Give yourself a nice massage, and we're going to find our way into boat pose. So enough momentum brings us onto our sits bones and good. Lift up the chest, flexion in the feet, and we want to try to keep the legs about 90 degrees from the floor. Release the shoulders out of the ears. It feels really nice to roll them back and down. If you have that control, I invite you to release your arms by your sides. On peut toujours garder les bras juste à côté de nos jambes. Si on commence de rouler dans le dos, ça veut dire qu'on a besoin toujours les mains en arrière de nos genoux. Good. Really proud chest. We're leading with our heart today. We're trying to soften some of that tension. I know that we're all feeling it, no matter what corner in the world it is that we are. So allow for that softness and lead with your heart today. Take a deep breath in. Toujours par le nez, on expire. One last time. Again, proud chest, lift, lift, lift. Even if your arms are by your sides. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up, extend your legs out. Exhale, drop them down and passive forward fold. Let go of the head. Release the shoulders out of the ears. Take one full cycle. On inspire par le nez. Et par la bouche, expiration. On marche les mains juste à côté de nos corps. Slowly roll up to rise. Quand vous êtes prête, on vient sur les mains et les genoux. Come onto your hands and your knees, tabletop pose. This is weird. I don't like facing this way. I'm not a fan. Make sure that the insides of your elbows are facing one another. Hands are right under our shoulders. Knees are right underneath our hips. Le dos est complètement plat. On garde vers le haut de nos tapis. On veut trouver de la longueur en arrière de nos coups. So you want to make sure that your neck is included here. You can curl into the toes for better balance if you'd like. Take a deep breath in and out. On continue de pousser avec nos 10 doigts. Sur l'inspiration, on dépose le ventre. So slowly drop your belly as you lift up your heart through your arms. Pick up your chin, rise with the gaze. Exhale, push the floor away from you, belly button to spine. Drop the head. You can release the toes here. On va faire ça un autre 2 fois, 2 more times. Inhale, belly drops, open heart. Pick up the gaze. Feel that really gorgeous extension in your tummy, and then as you exhale, push the floor away from you, l'ombril vers la colonne vertébrale. Une dernière fois, on inspire, on dépose le ventre, le cœur entre les bras, on garde vers le ciel. Feel the sits bones spread, so we're activating the low back, the sacral chakra. Exhale and round. Sur une inspiration, on trouve le dos plat, neutral spine, flat back. Exhale, shoulders out the ears. We're going to bring the right arm forward and the left leg back. You might want to curl into your right toes here. On the inhale, lift up. So again, right arm, left leg. Expiration, connexion avec la coude puis le genou. 3 more. Inhale, extend. Last one. Inhale, extend, and we're going to pulse. 4, 3, good, 2, 1. Exhale, come down. On prend un petit moment pour nous replacer. You can release some of that tension from your left wrist. And we're going to extend the right leg now and the left arm. Good. Inhale, lift. On expire par la bouche, connexion. Un autre 3 fois. Last one. Extension sur l'inspiration et on pulse. 4, 3, 2 et 1. Expiration. On revient les deux mains, les deux genoux sur le tapis. Good. You can release a bit of that right wrist if that feels nice. Just shake it out. Press in with all 10 pads of the fingers. Curl the toes. My personal favorite, floating tabletop. Breathe in. Hover the knees about 2 to 3 inches off the floor. On dépose les épaules de nos oreilles. So your shoulders are really nice and far away from your ears. Maybe drop the belly just a teeny tiny bit to activate the abdominals that much more. On inspire par le nez. Chien à tête inversée, downward facing dog. Exhale. Je vous invite ici de pédaler les pieds. Really let go of that tension in the back of the legs if there's any. Maybe this is the first time you're feeling this gorgeous extension at the back of your legs. Maybe it doesn't feel so gorgeous. Maybe it feels a little tight. So just allow your body to feel it out for one more cycle. Toujours les 10 doigts dans le tapis, always pressing the 10 fingers into the mat. On garde vers nos mains lentement. On marche les pieds vers les poignets. Walk your feet up towards your wrists. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Et on plonge, expiration. Bring the weight into the toes as you fold over. 2 fois encore, on inspire, demi-remontée. And forward fold, weight into the toes, exhale. The last one, half. Really imagine the crown of your head reaching forward, pulling the shoulders away from your ears, feeling that inhale reach the absolute top, and then exhale, let it go. Take one full cycle here. Let the entire upper body be super heavy, maybe even soften the knees. Et on déroule très lentement, really slow, roll up to rise. Feeling each and every vertebra stack one on top of the next. Once you reach the top, circle up the arms, bring your hands into prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. If you're not already there, step towards the top of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Circle up the arms. Breathe in. On ouvre les bras, puis on plonge. Swan dive over the body. Exhale, fold. Un demi-remontée, halfway lift. Breathe in. Position de table, tabletop pose. Exhale. Finding our back bend here. Cow pose. Drop the belly. Lift the heart. Lift the chin. And curl into the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. On inspire par le nez. Et on ouvre la bouche, puis on expire. Come high to your toes, bend your knees, 1 foot at a time, step to your hands. On inspire, un demi-remontée. Et on plonge, expiration. On pousse dans les 2 pieds, on inspire, root to rise, come all the way up. Les mains devant le cœur, expiration. Again, breathe in, arms up. We're going to add a little bit more. On ouvre les bras, on plonge. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, le dos est plat. Modified chaturanga, step back into your plank, lower onto your knees. On colle les coudes sur les côtés, puis on descend complètement. Good. Baby cobra, lift up the heart. Squeeze the shoulders and the elbows towards your midline. Exhale, just let it go. 2 more times. Baby cobra, squeeze and lift. You're using the pelvis here to lift up the heart, and then exhale, come back down. Une dernière fois, on monte la poitrine, on monte la cœur, on colle les coudes sur les côtés. Et ici, on dépose les mains juste en dessous nos épaules, hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes, come into a plank pose. In. Expiration, chien à tête inversée. On inspire par le nez. Open up the mouth, exhale. Come high to your toes, bend your knees again, step, step to your hands, halfway lift. Et on plonge, expiration. On inspire, circle the arms to rise, breathe in. Hands to heart center, exhale. Let's add a little bit more, breathe in, arms up. Et on plonge, expiration, swan dive over the body. Here, as you lift up your heart, we're gonna step back with the left foot and come all the way down onto our left knee. Good. Breathe in, circle up the arms, interlace the fingers, release the index, cross the thumbs, and start to lower into that left hip. On veut que le genou droit reste par-dessus la cheville et on dépose les épaules de nos oreilles. Release the shoulders out of your ears. Keep sending your left hip forward. Breathe in, neutral spine, come up. Drop your hands down, step back into a plank. And your choice, with or without the knees, chaturanga, exhale. Either baby cobra or upward facing dog, breathe in. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Les deux pieds ensemble, on inspire, on lève la jambe gauche, lift your left leg. Look forward, step your left foot through the hands and drop onto your right knee. Same thing, other side, breathe in. Circle up the arms, interlace the fingers, release the index. We're dropping down here to find that gorgeous extension in the quad on the right side, and we continue to send the right hip forward. Toujours genou gauche par-dessus la cheville et le hanche du côté droit vers le haut de nos tapis. Breathe in, neutral spine. On dépose les deux mains. Position de planche, chaturanga, expiration. Good, breathe in. Find your back bend, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inspire par le nez. Ouvre la bouche, expiration. Come high to the toes, bend the knees, step, step, walk, or gently float to your hands, halfway lift. Beautiful, exhale, fold. Ici, on marche les pieds ensemble. We're setting up for chair, so keep a nice slice behind the heels, a nice little space. Bend into the knees, sweep the arms back, breathe in, lift up the chest, exhale to sink into your chair. We want to make sure that we drop the tail, lift the pelvis, so we're not leading with the bum behind us, but more so leading with the bum to the floor. Take a deep breath in, rise just a teeny tiny bit. Exhale and try to sit slightly lower than where you were before. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Even if you lower a micromillimeter more than where you were, that's enough. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Les deux mains devant le cœur. Breathe in, hands in front of your heart. We're going to twist over to the right side. So connect your left elbow to your right knee. Lifting up with the left leg. Find your balance, step back, and take your time. No rush. We're sending that left thigh nice and high to the sky and pressing the hands together to open up the heart while not using the thigh to hold up our belly. Fait qu'on veut pas qu'on dépose le ventre sur la cuisse. On veut pousser les deux mains ensemble pour ouvrir la poitrine et pour démonter le ventre de nos cuisses. Ooh, I know it's starting to burn. Breathe in, come back to center with the hands, reach up, exhale, plant the hands down, step back, and hold your plank. Breathe in, shift the body weight forward. Exhale, shift it back. Good, 3 more. Breathe in, forward and back. Encore, les épaules dépassent les poignets. Et après ça, on pousse les talons. Last one, breathe in, forward. Breathe in, back. Take a deep breath in your plank. Chaturanga, expiration. Up dog, baby cobra, breathe in. On ouvre la bouche, expiration, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. We have the other side, ladies and gentlemen. High to the toes, bend the knees, step, walk, or gently float. Halfway lift. Et on plonge, expiration. On marche les pieds ensemble. Again, chair pose, bend into the knees, sweep the arms back and up. Exhale and sink. This time we're just gonna pulse in place. 4, 6, 5, nice and slow. 4, try to bring the weight into the heels. 3, 2, last one. Les mains devant le cœur, l'autre côté. Fait que coude droit, genou gauche. Prends ton temps. So put all the weight into your left foot. Start to slowly lift up the right and send it back. Encore, on pousse les deux mains ensemble et on démonte le ventre de nos cuisses. Try to evenly distribute the weight through your front foot and send that back thigh high to the sky. Last one. On revient au milieu avec les deux mains. Reach your arms up. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back plank. Chaturanga right away. Come into it, exhale. Upward dog, breathe in. On ouvre la bouche puis on soupire. Sigh it out. Take a deep breath in and out. Coming in for 3 knee to nose. So walk the 2 feet together, les deux pieds ensemble, jambe droite en premier, right leg up. Knee to nose, exhale. Up. Une dernière fois, last time. On garde ici. Exhale, hold your knee here. Lift up the hips. Extend your right foot through your arms, coming in for a high lunge. Breathe in and out. Dropping your elbows down. On ouvre la poitrine, puis on dépose les coudes en ligne avec les épaules. Squeeze your shoulders together. Find that gorgeous heart opener, that really nice solid back bend. Lifting up the chin, opening up the throat, getting ready for more communication, for more open-hearted, intentional movement. Pressing into the front foot, come up to rise, breathe in. Guerrier 2, warrior 2. Drop the back foot 90 degrees, arms are parallel to the floor. Sink into that front knee, beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Dance out your warrior, exhale. Breathe in, back to warrior 2. Dance out your warrior again. Une dernière fois, last time, in. And out. Come back to your warrior 2. Hands come onto your hips, straight front leg, on tourne sur le talon droit, and we're going to come into a nice forward fold. Squeeze the shoulders together, lift up the chin, and exhale, hinge. On plonge ici. On a beaucoup d'options. On peut prendre les chevilles dans les mains. You can grab for your ankles. You can let your hands rest. But make sure the head is really nice and heavy. On essaie de trouver juste un petit peu de souplesse dans les genoux. Bend into your knees ever so slightly and try to bring the weight into your toes a little more. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. Sur notre prochaine inspiration, on va trouver un demi-remonté. Find a halfway lift from here. Soften the knees and heel toe the feet, hips with distance. Fait qu'on marche les pieds à une distance de nos hanches et très, très, très lentement, on déroule ici. Slowly, slowly, slowly roll up to rise. Remember, we were upside down there, so release the shoulders out of the ears. Take a moment. When you're ready, step to the top of your mat. We're going to flow it out before the other side. Breathe in, arms up. Your choice here, either prayer fold or swan dive. Exhale. Un demi-remonté, le dos soit plat. On inspire. Step or jump into your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Good. Up dog, breathe in. Keep those full breaths. Exhale, downward facing dog. L'autre côté, on inspire, jambe gauche. Lift up. Genou au nez, expiration. Un autre 2 fois. Dernière fois, puis on garde le genou là. Exhale. Press and lift up the hips, extend the leg, and find your high lunge. Take your time. Walk that right leg back. Make sure that there's a lot of activity in the thigh. Pride in the chest, drop the shoulders. Exhale, find that crescent lunge. Remember, we're softening the heart, we're softening the belly, the guts, everything that holds a lot of tension on the inside of us. We're leading with it. We're opening it up. We're showing that we have that gusto and that energy to take on this practice. Breathe in, lifting up through the front foot. Exhale, warrior two, other side. 90 degrees with that back foot. Beautiful. Press into the front knee, let it land on top. Breathe in. Dance out your warrior. Exhale. On fait ça un autre 2 fois. On inspire, guerrier 2. Last one. Breathe in, warrior two. Hands come onto the hips, straight front leg, turn onto the left heel. Pick up the heart. Again, you can come into the same forward fold, or this time interlace the fingers behind you. If that's not accessible, grab for a strap or a towel. Squeeze the shoulders together, lift up the chin. Again, leading with the heart today. Notice the theme. On commence de plonger ici. Fait qu'il y a un petit peu de thématique de cœur aujourd'hui. On essaye de déduire l'attention pour qu'on puisse travailler, marcher, communiquer, sentir, en premier toujours avec nos cœurs. Last one. Try to place a little bit more weight into the toes, tiny micro bend in the knees. On garde le corps tel quel, les mains ensemble, on lui dépose sur le bas du dos. Make sure that your hands come together to the base of your spine and then release them just below the shoulders, finding a halfway lift. Breathe in. Et lentement, on marche les pieds ensemble, à peu près à une distance de nos hanches. Ici, un demi-remonté, find a halfway lift. Fold, exhale, on plonge. Slowly open up your feet, heel toe them out. And we're going to come and find a yogi squat here. Let's drop the hips, take your time. I've been working us kind of very slowly and secretively. I've talked a lot about the heart, but I was really working us into the hips to get us here. So somewhat of the apex of our class today. Dropping in, sinking in. Allowing the elbows to come to the inside of our knees, les coudes à l'intérieur de nos genoux, et on les pousse pour les ouvrir, pas seulement pour les hanches, mais pour déduire la rondeur de nos dos. So notice if you're really crouching down, and again, start to find that heart-centered pose. Lifting up, leading with the heart. I know we feel it in our hips, but take a moment to close your eyes, look internally, and remember that what we are experiencing is a mere moment in time. This pose, the news, c'est seulement un petit moment de nos vies. La perspective, ça c'est le plus important. So perspective, and again, leading with the heart. I know you ladies are feeling it in your hips. We're gonna take one more. Slowly begin to shift the body weight forward. Drop the hands onto the floor. Imagine as though I can hear you as you extend your legs, really sigh it out. Head is heavy, heart is full. Take a deep breath in and out. Slowly, halfway lift, heel toe the feet together. Bend into the knees, bring your hands to your hips, les mains sur les hanches. Et maintenant, le menton vers nos poitrines, bring your chin towards your chest, and then slowly extend the legs, and then release the chin. Roll up. I invite you to maybe roll out those hips a little bit. Hello, hello. This is also preparing us beautifully for our balancing pose. Today, we're gonna come into dancers. So it has been an absolute minute since I've done this. So, on va commencer côté droit. We're gonna start with the right side. So the right hand is going to come out. Fait que la paume est à l'extérieur de nos corps. So you're not here, we're here, okay? Perfect. We're gonna bend into our right leg and grab the inside. On prend l'intérieur de nos pieds droits et on colle les genoux ensemble. So we kind of are here and then we bring the knees together and try to find that equilibrium. Now I'm gonna hop a little bit. Now we've got to see this perspective. You can stay exactly where it is that you are. I just wanna make sure that you can see me properly. So we start on the inhale, raise up your left arm, breathe in, drop the shoulder out of the ear. Un petit peu de souplesse dans la jambe gauche. You don't wanna hyperextend your leg and lock it. We wanna keep somewhat of a bend in the left knee as you begin to kick your right foot into your right hand while also simultaneously pulling the foot in towards the body. As you start to hover down, the arm lowers, but we kind of somewhat keep the bicep by the ear. On va prendre un autre deux ici, 2 more. Try to keep the hip closed and try to keep the heart open. It's not about how low you are, it's about how much you maintain your breath. Come back to rise, breathe in. Release the foot, bring your right arm up. Et on plonge, expiration, half sun salutation. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On colle les deux pieds dans le tapis. On inspire, root to rise, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Même chose l'autre côté. Left arm drops, palm to the exterior of our body. So turning away, bend into your left knee, grab the inside of your left foot. Again, notice this. And now I'm gonna face us this way. So this happens immediately. Bring the knee in. On fait ça aussi parce que je veux qu'on trace le genou au milieu. You want to imagine your knee is tracing this gorgeous line behind you. So we're not opening up the hip and looking like this. We're trying to keep the knee disappearing as you reach your right arm up by your bicep by your ear. Encore toujours un petit peu de souplesse dans la jambe droite. Right knee keeps a little bit of softness in the knee. Kick the hand into the foot and the foot into the hand. Find a point of focus. On trouve quelque chose qui bouge pas. We're trying to mimic that stillness. 2 more. Breathe in, bring it all the way up. Left arm comes to rise. Et on plonge, exhale, fold. Full sun sal here, breathe in, un demi-remonté, on inspire. Position de planche, chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And out. Come high to the toes, bend the knees, step, walk, or gently float to your hands, halfway lift. Gorgeous, exhale and fold. On inspire, circle the arms up to rise, breathe in. Hands to heart center, exhale. We've done this before. We're gonna do this as our last standing pose to really get a lot of energy, a lot of blood flow, and then we're gonna find stillness with mountain. But we're gonna come into 5 of those deep breath in where we raise the arms, and then that really nice exhale where we come down and bend our knees, okay? So shake it out, set yourself up, really nice and firmly planted with the feet. Fait que les deux pieds sont tellement collés sur le tapis. Release, 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 et on inspire, on lève les bras. Et on expire par la bouche. 4 more. Let it go. 2 more. Really let it out. Last one. Up. Hands in prayer. Exhale. On ferme les yeux, puis on pousse, 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 pousse les mains. Really, really press your hands together. Press them, press them, press them, press them, press them. And then start to rub them together. On les frotte, on frotte les mains, on frotte les mains, on frotte les mains, on frotte les mains. And then just open your hands slightly. On ouvre les mains juste un petit peu. Feel that energy in between your hands. Feel the buzzing in your fingers, the heartbeat in your chest. On prend un autre 3 ici, 3 more. Maybe even try to close your hands. See if it's possible to press that energy that you've created back together. There's a good chance it might not even let you. Drop your arms extremely slowly by your sides. On dépose les 2 bras sur nos côtés, puis on prend une inspiration et une expiration. Slowly flutter your eyes open, wiggle your fingers and toes, and find your last flow. Extremely slowly, le plus lentement possible. In your own time, breathe in. Circle your arms up extremely slowly, slower than you're comfortable with. Hinge at the hips, bend into the knees. On plonge, expiration. Feel each vertebra give way to your spine so you can fold. On décolle le ventre de nos cuisses, on inspire, demi-remontée, halfway lift. Really intentionally, one hand and one foot at a time, step back into your plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, breathe in. Chia tête inversée, downward facing dog, exhale. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, drop down to your knees. Maybe sit back onto your heels if you'd like to take an extra little moment here. Slowly swing your legs around the body, extending your right leg out. Pied gauche à l'intérieur de nos cuisses, droit, left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Flexion in the foot, right hand is on the inside, bending into the elbow. Breathe in, reach up the left arm. Exhale, bend into the right elbow, keeping the heart open and reaching with the left arm. On essaie de déposer les 2 hanches, les 2 fessiers également dans le tapis. So don't let your left hip travel away. Notice if you're shutting your chest, and remember, lead with the heart. Push that right heel away from you. With each exhale, feel the fascia, feel that connective tissue in your side body. Give way just a little bit more. Last 2. On pousse dans la main droite, on inspire, on lève le corps très lentement, nice and slowly. Main gauche juste à côté de nous, left hand beside your hip. Press and roll forward onto your left knee and drop your right toes. Reach your right arm up, joyful pose. Deep breath in, out. We're gonna actually come into pigeon from here. So take a deep breath in. Drop down onto your right hand, curl into the back toes, and drop down. So we're extending the right leg behind us, and the left leg is bent. Ajustez le jambe en avant, so adjust your leg in the front in order to maximize a hip opening that makes the most sense to you. Le plus qu'on ouvre la jambe, le plus qu'on ouvre la hanche. The more you open your leg, the more you open your hip. On peut déposer sur nos bras. You can come down onto your arms. Just always make sure that the extended hip, so that would be the right side in this case, is coming forward. Hanche du côté droit. vers le haut de nos tapis et les fessiers côté gauche vers l'arrière. We tend to carry a lot of emotional tension and stress in our hips. So with each exhale, imagine that melting away. Coming back onto our hands, if we were on our arms, slowly roll up, curl into the back toes, lift up the back knee really nice and slowly. Find a downward dog, pedal out your legs. Et on dépose les deux genoux sur le tapis, come down onto your knees. Swing your legs around the body. Même chose maintenant, l'autre côté. Extension, jambe gauche, left leg extends. Remember, flexion in that foot. Fait qu'on pousse le talon gauche, push, push, push it away. Pied droit à l'intérieur de nos cuisses gauche, left hand to the inside of the left calf. Bend into this elbow so that we can encourage a release of the shoulder out of the ear. And we reach up, right fingertips to the sky, breathe in. Take your time. Don't try to come to your limit right away. We're here for 4 breaths, so let the body soften in order for you to get where it is that your body is willing to let you go. Open the heart. Push the heel away, but push the right hip down. Last one. On pousse dans la main gauche, on inspire. On the inhale, slowly rise. Excuse me. Right hand comes down to your side. Roll onto the right knee and point the left toes forward. Again, joyful pose, position de joie. Think of what that means. Think of how the word joy feels in your body as an expression. On inspire, pigeon pose. Lentement, on dépose les deux mains. Slowly turn the right knee out. Et on marche la jambe gauche maintenant vers l'arrière. Walk your left leg back. Take the time to transition. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be graceful. Ça doit pas être parfait, as long as you're doing it slowly and with love and intention for your body. Maybe the side is a little bit different. Maybe it's more open. Maybe it's more limber. Or maybe it's a little bit more reluctant. C'est correct si les deux côtés sont pas égales. There is nothing that says that they need to be or they must be, and if they're not, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. Left hip forward, right hip back. 2 more. Quand vous avez complété votre deuxième expiration, on revient sur les mains. On roule sur les orteils en arrière. Lift up your back knee and press up. For our last down dog, pedal out your legs. Notice the way you feel in the here and now compared to the first down dog of the class. And your choice here, you can either just drop down onto your knees or you can come high to the toes, bend the knees and hop forward, cross the feet. We're gonna meet on our back. Fait qu'on vient sur le dos, preparing for bridge pose. If you'd like to take a minute here, give yourself a squeeze or rock side to side. I highly encourage you to do whatever feels good. On dépose les deux pieds sur le tapis, les talons très proches de nos fessiers, mais les pieds sont pas collés. Remember, your feet are not glued together, but your heels are really nice and close to your bum. Les bras sur nos côtés, on inspire, press into your feet and lift up your hips. On peut marcher les épaules ensemble toujours. Remember, you always have that option to shimmy your shoulders together. Then clasp your hands just below your bum. Beaucoup d'espace entre le menton et la poitrine. Keep that space in between your chin and your chest. Longueur en arrière de nos coups. On prend un autre 3 ici. 3 more. Release your arms back to your sides if they were clasped. Lift up your heels, breathe in. Et très lentement, expiration, on déroule lentement, 1 vertebra at a time, keeping your heels lifted. Slowly roll down. For one final hug, bring your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Closing it out with a gorgeous supine twist. Extension avec la jambe gauche. Left leg is released and relaxed. Pick up the hips, tuck them underneath you. Main gauche sur le genou droit. Left hand, right knee. Open up the right arm, la paume vers le ciel. So make sure you have an external rotation in your right shoulder, keeping your palm facing the sky. On prend 3 breaths. Last one. Je vous invite très lentement de guider vos dos sur le tapis. Slowly bring your spine back to the floor, to your mat. Square off the hips. Take a moment. You can even windshield wiper the legs between sides. Quand vous êtes prête, l'autre côté, right leg extends. Left knee into the body. Main droit, genou gauche. Don't forget to lift and tuck the hips. Yes. So we want them to be stacked. Ouverture avec le bras gauche, paume vers le ciel. If it feels nice, you can look away from the extended leg. Sorry, the bent leg. Last one. Et finalement, un retour du dos sur le tapis. Slowly bring the back onto the mat. Both feet onto the floor. Et je vous invite de prendre un autre dernier câlin. One last final hug. Bring your knees and your forehead as close as possible to one another. You can grab for your feet if it's accessible. If it's not comfortable, just wrap your arms around your legs. On ferme les yeux très, très, très fort. Tightly shut your eyes. Flex your feet. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Again, inhale, but through the lips. Sip the air like you would through a straw. Sur l'expiration, on expire par la bouche, puis on dépose complètement. Exhale out the mouth and release everything. Final Shavasana. Notre thème aujourd'hui, c'était de travailler, de pousser avec l'intention de nos cœurs. Heart-centered, intentional movement. Leading with the heart. When we remember and we recognize that we are made, each and every one of us, in the image of love, it is a vibration that we can all find peace and calm with. Et c'est facile, c'est normal avec toutes les nouvelles ici au Québec, au Montréal, au Canada, aux États-Unis, au monde entier. C'est tellement correct de dire honnêtement que c'est pas facile. It's okay to admit that it's not easy. But it is not okay to move without intention and without love. Et on a nos tapis, on a notre pratique, on a nos respirations. We have our breath, we have our mat, we have our practice to find these moments of peace and of love and of heart-centered intention. Fait que quand on se trouve dans les moments qu'on est perdu, on peut toujours mettre un main sur le cœur, un main sur le ventre et on peut respirer simplement. When you're lost, simply find your breath, feel your heartbeat, and remember all that you're grateful for. On prend nos 3 respirations ici. Keeping your eyes closed, once you've completed your 3rd exhale, begin to bring movement into your fingers, into your toes. Et encore toujours avec les yeux fermés, on trouve un étirement du corps complet. Reach back. And on your exhale, slowly roll over to one side. Absolutely no rush. Quand vous êtes prête, on utilise la main pour nous pousser et décoller. Take your time. Slowly rise. Finding an easy seat with the shoulders rolled back and relaxed. On ferme les yeux puis on respire ensemble. On inspire par le nez. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Last one, deep, deep, deep breath in. And out. Eyes closed, chin to the chest for a moment of gratitude. If you're comfortable with it, you can bring your hands to your heart. Je prends ce petit moment pour vous remercier de votre pratique, de vos respirations, de partager vos énergies, même virtuellement, avec moi. Thank you for sharing your energy, even virtually with me, for your breath, for your practice, for your commitment to self. C'est moi qui vous remercie de me laisser l'honneur de vous guider ce soir. It is always an honor and a pleasure to be able to guide you through practice, through breath, and specifically today through these heart-centered and intentional, heart-leading moments. And as usual, I remind you always to choose courage over comfort. Namaste.